almost all dry pine forests around here have this layer of sand. You can find it almost everywhere if you look for it, and it's good to know. I mean, you can use it as a filter. There's a lot of beneficial things you can do with it, so we'll go over that in time, but just remember that there is sand in pine forest. If you go, what is this, like 10 centimeters into the ground, it's not that much, you know. Birch bark has a long history of being used as material for making baskets or containers, or a lot of different kinds of creations, right? So if you're gonna make a container or a pipe or something like it, I suggest birch bark, right? That way you can make a pipe maybe for, I don't know, water filtration maybe, but well, I would suggest you go for one that has already fallen over, but your choice. I mean, so I'm making jungle pasta here, and one thing about the water here is that it's scarce, right? I mean, like, water is harder to come by that is clean and drinkable. So what I do is I boil the pasta first, and then it contains a lot of nutrients as well, the water, right? So either I cool it off, drink it, or I turn it into some sort of a tea, put in berries and different kinds of spices in it. But it is it's a hot tip though, to use the water for everything you can, right? So you don't have to make new water all the time, okay? So I saved the water from yesterday. I made some pasta this morning, right? And as a final use for it, I'm gonna use it for my eggs, right? That way I don't have to bring an enormous amount of water, and well, maximizing what I have, the resources you have, is always necessary when you're in the wilderness, right? So I could go filter the water out of the lake and go through all of that if I was gonna stay longer, right? But since I'm not, I'm just gonna go over the basics with you so that you know how to, and at some point we will, but not right now, okay? So all this water, huh? Well, when it comes down to filtering water, you need to filter it and boil it, because boiling everything is not gonna filter out the chemicals, the chemical contaminants, right? And just filtering it, it's not guaranteed that it's gonna take away all of the microorganisms and all of the bacteria and whatnot, right? So we use sand, some moss, and even some activated coal. And that's when you take wood and you turn it into coal without any oxygen, right? So you deprive it of oxygen, and that makes it activated coal. And you build this, you stack this in layers. You can say in layers, right? So the water runs through layer by layer by layer, and the more layers the better, and after that you boil it, even if you filter it, okay? And the active coal, it takes away or purifies from different heavy metals and stuff like that, and it's even in some of the medicine you take if your stomach is upset, right? So active coal is, you know, it's sold to you in pill form, but you can make it yourself, so you know. And I would suggest using well, birch or any tree of that kind. Pine and other trees, they produce acidic byproducts, right? So use birch or anything like that, like with leaves on it, right? Leaf trees, all right. Active coal, activated coal. We all call it different, but it's the same product. I would like to add that I've seen yahoos on the internet drinking straight out of the moss, and that is I mean, it is a foolproof way of getting an upset stomach. And if you're in the field and you start to have a runny stomach, you're gonna lose strength, you're gonna lose energy, you're gonna lose nutrients, you're gonna lose almost everything that is important, right? I mean, like even fluids, right? Fluid is one of the most important things you can come by, right? Water, right? So I don't know why they started that trend, but don't do it. Filter it, boil it, you know. Even if there is not any bacteria or amoebas or whatever, I mean, like the possibility of animals walking by or and doing their both number 1, 2, and 3, maybe, I don't know, but don't do it, okay? Yeah, that is a wrap for today. So if you like the content, share, like, subscribe, you know, maybe not in that order, but you know the thing, you know the drill, right? I mean, you've been around for a while, so yeah, and see you later.